Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this new figure unboxing and review we're going to be looking at the Legacy Velocitron Diaclone Universe Burnout figure. So what we're going to do this video, we're going to unbox her live in a second, have a look at the entire contents of the packaging. We're then going to have a detailed look at her in both of her modes to help you decide how you want to display her. We can then see how she compares with the original owner of the mould, and we can actually do a comparison with the only other Burnout figure that I've actually got as well. So as you can see, quite a bit to get through. And before we get started, I'd like to remind anybody who's not subscribed to this channel, if you'd like to hit that subscribe button for me now, please. So as you can see, we've got these lovely little compact boxes. They've got a brilliant homage to G1 and having the figures packed in their alternate modes. You can see it is windowless and she is tied in with these ropes. We've got beautiful artwork there over on the side, on the top there, and then we've actually got a product image on this particular side. There again is it zoomed in, looking fantastic, and we can see that it's going to be 15 steps to transform her. We obviously know that this is a redeco of the skids mold, so let's open this up and have a look inside. And again, I was lucky enough to get this from my local Smith's store. They were supposed to be, and I believe they're going to be, Walmart exclusives in America, but for some reason they've hit the shores over here and they've just released them, even before Hasbro Pulse has managed to get theirs out as well. So as you can see, there's nothing else really in here. We've got the weapons in that bag under there and the instructions. So what I'll do now is I'll set her free from there and come right back to you. Okay, we're back, and as you can see, I've set her free and I've transformed her into her robot mode just for some first impressions. Quick reminder, all transformation processes will be separately uploaded. Couple of reasons: one, to keep the main length of the video down, and two, not to spoil it for anybody who doesn't want to see it, as it's a new figure. So first impressions, obviously this is the skids mold, but it's really good. So for the head, we've got full rotation, articulation, nods up and down as well. Shoulders, you can see, go all the way around, out to the side. We've got waist swivel, we've got hips to the side, to the front, knee flexion, ankle tilt and rock, and as you can see, we've got elbow flexion, and we've even got wrist swivel as well. So literally full articulation, exactly as you'd expect with a new figure. We've got lovely Autobot logo there on the chest, great detail there on the front, not just all silver. Lots of moulding details as well, as I say, with the lines inside. And again, on the side with all the details on and around the car with the stripes, details there, and the headlights at the back. Just, again, I was a fan of this mould anyway, and I'm even more impressed now. I think the black colour on it really works. This redeco just really works. Nice translucent blue plastic in the windows. Not really much more to say about first impressions. If I want to say something just not even slightly negative, but maybe a teeny bit of a moan, all the weapons that come with it are exactly the same as skids. So perhaps if they'd have just maybe just changed the colour of the energon axe, that might have been something slightly different. But otherwise, nothing really to moan about, just a great figure. So let's have a detailed look at her now in her alternate mode. Okay, then we're back. As you can see, she's in her alternate mode, and again, it's just a great homage to G1 to have her packaged in this particular mode. You can see there we've got this stripe all the way down the side. It's on both sides. With regards to the front, you've just got the detail of the lights, and on the grille I've already showed you, and the same on the back. The wheels and tyres are all the same colour, which is just a little bit unfortunate. Translucent windows are okay. There's not too much hidden behind there, but there is a visible head, but you've got to physically turn it right upside down to be able to see that. So not too bad, in honesty, and again, just looks and feels great, nice and robust, etc. Really liking it. And of course, the good thing about this is with all the weapons, you can attach them all. So you can give the two little blasters on the side if you want, and then with this, you can give her a mohawk if she wants, so which is a bit of a blaster. You can, of course, mix and match these around as much as you like. It's entirely up to you. You can even have it firing off the back as well if you wanted to give them some like booster effects. And of course, the main gimmick of Legacy is to be able to combine them. So what we can do is let's work this out. Yeah, so that'll go that way round. This will fit over the top. If you push this right the way down, this will still be able to fit into the roof like so. Or again, you can pop that on the side. It's entirely up to you how you want to do it. And then of course you can attach this, and she's got a huge mohawk or whatever you want to do, but that's just a way that you can combine them. Again, you don't have to have them all like that. We can pop them two there together and just leave that if you want. It's, again, great playability, great bit of fun with it. And again, I'm sure there will be people displaying it in this alternate mode, because it does have loads of ways you can display it with these accessories. Okay, here we are back for the final time with her in a robot mode. Main reason for this is to do some comparisons, and because this is the way that I'm going to choose to be displaying her. So as you can see, we've got the weapons ready. I've separated them all, and this is what I really like about this. I keep saying it, I love the fact that you can do so many different configurations. You can pop the little twin blaster there if you want to. You can pop this in the forearm as well, rather than just completely combining it. I think if you take the Energon axe and if you put this into the forearm, it looks much better as a gun, like so, rather than it being at the end like this, because I'm sure you'll agree it just looks too far away. It doesn't look anywhere near as good. But of course you can then take it out of her hand and turn it this way round. Again, the abundance of configurations, of playability factors there's loads, and that's why I really like these figures. You can also, as well, let's not forget, you've got the 5mm holes on the side of the legs, as well as the forearms and as well as the hands. So you could just, again, have a load of fun, loads of different ways you can display, loads of configurations. I'm just going to leave her like that for 2 seconds. I'm going to bring in the original skids. Now, again, I've already said I'm not lucky enough to own the original diaclone version. But of course, this is where they've taken the homage from. And it's brilliant because, look, if we turn him to his side, there's the twin laser. So if we get the twin blaster here, take it back out of her leg and put it in her hand, you can see the similarities there. The large gun as well as etc. there. Of course, the original ones didn't have an Energon axe. But you can see where they've got the ideas and the homage from. And especially, as I say, I did a real good comparison between that and this version of skids, and again, they just look great. It's just a great new mold. I know we're going to get, well, I'm pretty much sure we're going to get crosscut, and then we're going to get the red version as well in time. Let's be honest, they are going to keep using this particular mold. What I'm going to do, though, I'm going to choose to display this one just slightly differently. That's what I like to do with all my figures. If they've got the same, if I've got the same molds, just in different colors, what I like to try and do is give them different weapon configurations. So I think that's how I'm going to leave them two. If I just move the box out of the way and bring her in as well. This is the only other version of Burnout I've got. This is the botcon version of her. So if you'd like to see this, it's on a separate video as well. And that, of course, is using the skids mold from the Thrilling 30 toy lineup. And again, you've got the same double weapons and configurations, all looking fantastic. So let's just move her out of the way because she's the odd one out for a second. And let's see how she's looking with some of the other figures in this amazing new toy line. I mean, the Velocitron, of course, is part of Legacy, and they're just really knocking it out of the park with these at the moment. I think they're fantastic. Really enjoying them. Definitely some of the best versions of G1 figures that I've seen. Let's move Bulkhead out of the way and bring some actual Velocitron figures. So there is Cosmos. So you can see she's much bigger than him, as you'd expect. And what other ones have I got? I've got a few here, all there and everywhere, just to give you an idea of, as I say, the size of her. But because she's using the skids mold, I'm sure you've got a good idea of exactly how big she is anyway. So let's move this out of the way and do a roundup and finish off. In my opinion, great figure. Really like her. I like the mold anyway, so I was slightly biased. Again, if I wanted to be extra pedantic in particular, they perhaps could have just changed the colour of the weapons and the accessories. Otherwise, great figure, great little box, great little subline of toys. Let me know what you think. Is she one you're going to be picking up? Take care, guys. Thanks for watching. Like and comment, and don't forget to subscribe.